High in the cloud-wrapped peaks of the Peruvian Andes, where steep green mountains plunge into deep river valleys and mist drifts silently over ancient stone, lies one of the most extraordinary places ever built by human hands, Machu Picchu. For centuries, it remained hidden from the outside world, protected by its remote location and the dense jungle that slowly grew around it. Today, it stands as one of the greatest surviving achievements of the Inca Empire, a powerful civilization that once ruled vast territories across western South America. Yet, despite its fame, Machu Picchu still holds mysteries. Why was it built in such a dramatic and isolated place? Who lived there, and why was it abandoned? To understand Machu Picchu is to step into the world of the Inca, a world of engineering brilliance, political power, spiritual devotion, and sudden collapse. The Inca civilization rose to prominence in the early 15th century, centered in the city of Cuzco, which they regarded as the navel of the world. From this capital, Inca rulers expanded their authority through a combination of military conquest, strategic alliances, and administrative organization. At its height, the empire stretched from present-day Colombia in the north to central Chile in the south, encompassing diverse landscapes that included deserts, rainforests, and some of the highest mountain ranges on Earth. The Incas did not develop a written language in the traditional sense, but they maintained detailed records using quipu, knotted strings that recorded numbers and information. They built an extensive road network spanning thousands of kilometers, connecting distant regions with remarkable efficiency. Within this vast and highly organized empire, Machu Picchu emerged as a unique and carefully planned site. Most scholars agree that Machu Picchu was constructed around 1450 during the reign of the Inca emperor Pachacuti, one of the most influential rulers in Inca history. Pachacuti transformed the Inca from a small regional kingdom into a powerful empire. Under his leadership, Cusco was rebuilt with grand temples and palaces, and major construction projects were undertaken across the empire. Machu Picchu is widely believed to have been a royal estate built for Pachacuti and his elite court, serving as a seasonal retreat, ceremonial center, and demonstration of imperial power. Its location, perched on a mountain ridge nearly 2,430 meters above sea level, was not chosen by accident. The site sits between two prominent peaks, Machu Picchu Mountain and Huayna Picchu, and overlooks a dramatic bend in the Urubamba River far below. The surrounding landscape is both breathtaking and strategic, naturally defended by steep cliffs and accessible only through narrow mountain paths. The construction of Machu Picchu required extraordinary skill and organization. The Incas were master stone builders, known for their technique of precisely cutting and fitting massive stones together without the use of mortar. At Machu Picchu, many of the finest structures were built using ashlar masonry, where stones were shaped so carefully that they fit together seamlessly, resisting earthquakes that frequently shake the Andes. The city is divided into two main sectors: an agricultural area with terraces, and a more urban area containing temples, plazas, and residential buildings. The agricultural terraces are among the most impressive features of the site. Carved directly into the steep slopes, they were constructed with layers of stone, gravel, sand, and soil to ensure proper drainage and stability in the mountainous environment. These terraces allowed the inhabitants to grow crops such as maize and potatoes while preventing erosion and landslides in the mountainous environment. In the urban sector, the layout reveals careful planning and symbolic meaning. Structures are aligned with astronomical events and surrounding mountain peaks, which the Incas considered sacred. The Temple of the Sun, one of the most important buildings at Machu Picchu, features finely crafted curved walls and windows positioned to capture the light of the sun during the June solstice. The Inca worshipped Inti, the sun god, and their rulers were believed to be descended from him. Astronomy played a central role in their religion and agricultural calendar. Another significant structure, often called the Intihuatana stone, is carved from a single piece of rock and believed to have functioned as a ritual object connected to solar observation. The name Intihuatana means hitching post of the sun, reflecting the idea that the Incas symbolically tied the sun to the earth to ensure its continued return. Machu Picchu was not a large city by modern standards. It likely housed between 300 and 1,000 people at its peak, including members of the royal family, priests, artisans, and attendants. Its population would have fluctuated seasonally, especially if it served as a royal estate. The buildings include elite residences with fine stonework, as well as more modest dwellings constructed with field stones and thatched roofs. The city also featured advanced water management systems. A natural spring was carefully channeled through a series of stone fountains, providing fresh water throughout the site. Drainage systems beneath the plazas and terraces protected the structures from heavy rainfall. These engineering solutions demonstrate a deep understanding of the mountainous environment and the challenges it presented. Despite its sophistication and importance, Machu Picchu was abandoned less than a century after its construction. In 1532, Spanish conquistadors led by Francisco Pizarro arrived in the Andes, marking the beginning of the end for the Inca Empire. The Spanish captured and executed the Inca ruler Atahualpa and gradually dismantled the empire's political structure. While there is no evidence that the Spanish ever discovered Machu Picchu during the conquest, the broader collapse of Inca authority and the spread of European diseases likely led to its abandonment. By the mid-16th century, the site had been largely deserted. Over time, vegetation reclaimed the stone walls, and Machu Picchu faded from global awareness, though local indigenous communities remained aware of its existence. For centuries, the outside world knew nothing of Machu Picchu. That changed in 1911, when American historian and explorer Hiram Bingham III traveled to Peru in search of the lost Inca capital of Vilcabamba. Guided by local farmers, Bingham was led to the overgrown ruins atop the mountain ridge. On July 24, 1911, he reached the site and recognized its significance. Although Machu Picchu was not the lost capital he had been seeking, Bingham's expedition brought international attention to the ruins. Over the following years, excavations and research were conducted, and artifacts were removed for study. His discoveries were widely publicized, transforming Machu Picchu into a symbol of Inca achievement and a source of national pride for Peru. Throughout the 20th century, Machu Picchu underwent further archaeological investigation and conservation. Scholars worked to understand its purpose, layout, and historical context. Research has challenged early assumptions and refined interpretations. Today, the majority of historians view Machu Picchu as a royal estate and ceremonial center rather than a military fortress or a purely defensive outpost. Its remote location and elaborate design reflect the Inca worldview, in which nature, politics, and spirituality were deeply interconnected. The surrounding mountains were considered sacred beings known as Apus, and Machu Picchu appears carefully integrated into this sacred landscape. In 1983, Machu Picchu was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognizing its cultural and historical significance. It has since become one of the most visited archaeological sites in the world, attracting millions of visitors each year. Tourism has brought economic benefits to the region, but also raised concerns for preservation. The delicate stone structures and terraces require ongoing maintenance to protect them from erosion, weather damage, and the impact of large crowds. Peruvian authorities have implemented regulations to limit visitor numbers and manage access, seeking to balance tourism with conservation. Machu Picchu continues to captivate the imagination because it represents both human achievement and enduring mystery. Unlike many ancient cities, it was never fully destroyed or rebuilt. Its walls still stand much as they did 5 centuries ago, offering a rare and direct connection to the Inca world. Walking among its stone pathways, one can see the precision of its craftsmanship, the harmony of its design, and the careful adaptation to the natural environment. Every terrace, stairway, and temple reflect a civilization that understood its surroundings and built in accordance with both practical needs and spiritual beliefs. The story of Machu Picchu is inseparable from the broader story of the Inca Empire, a civilization that rose rapidly, governed efficiently, and fell dramatically in the face of foreign invasion. Yet even after the empire's collapse, its legacy endures in the languages, traditions, and communities of the Andes. Quechua, the language of the Incas, is still spoken by millions of people. Agricultural techniques developed centuries ago continue to shape farming practices in mountainous regions, and Machu Picchu itself stands as a testament to resilience and ingenuity. More than a tourist destination, Machu Picchu is a window into a different way of organizing society and understanding the world. The Incas built without iron tools, without the wheel for transportation, and without a written alphabet, yet they created monumental architecture capable of surviving earthquakes and centuries of exposure. They transformed a narrow mountain ridge into a thriving center of political and spiritual life. The site's survival reminds us that history is not only written in books, but carved into stone and shaped by landscapes.
As the morning mist lifts over the Andes and sunlight touches the ancient walls, Machu Picchu reveals both its beauty and its complexity. It is a place where engineering meets belief, where empire meets nature, and where the past continues to speak. More than 500 years after its construction, it remains one of humanity's most remarkable creations, a silent witness to the ambitions of an emperor, the devotion of a people, and the enduring power of human imagination.